Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back again doing your mid-May 2015 monthly tarot horoscope. This is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Capricorn. I've tried to record this video several times, and many times actually. I don't know what's the hold up here. It is very Capricornian. But I'm trying to get into a zone with it because it needs to make sense, and I'm not hitting that zone yet. I haven't hit the zone yet, but I'm hoping on this try I'm going to get the zone right. Okay, so just as a quick update, I am back using my Shadowscapes deck, my main deck. I will be using this deck for the next couple of months. I may be bringing back my sex and relationships tarot videos. Everybody's been saying how much they like them, and I appreciate it. And I may be bringing those back sometime in the future. I'm not sure when. I am going to be doing June videos with the Shadowscapes, and going forward, most likely until I want to change it up again. And you never know, I might bring on a whole new deck by that time. So we'll see. So again, this is for Capricorn. And for the month of May, and of course you did get the Queen of Swords that just popped out at me, and the Queen of Swords is you guys. I think of the Queen of Swords as either the Capricorn or the Aquarius female. So I'm just going to roll it out here, and I'm going to force myself to read. Maybe it's just I've been reading too much. Force myself to read the deck, even if it's not vibing. Basically, there's a lot of things that have come up in this one too, but that's okay. I'm good. We're going to continue on here with it. It is vibing to me. So this is the first card that popped out was the Queen of Swords, and that's you, Capricorn, Aquarius female. This is someone who has frozen over. Their heart has kind of frozen over. They've become a little bit cold. They've become a little bit, and they're acting a little bit cold towards others, or they can come across as cold towards others, or harsh or rude. My mom always said I was lewd, crude, and rude. So Capricorns might be a little bit lewd, crude, and rude. I can see that Capricorns can have a little bit of a raunchy sense of humor, and I mean, it's just a little bit off the cuff, or a little bit, I don't know. It's a little bit like, not harsh, but like brutal. Okay, Capricorns can be really brutal. Okay, they can also have very dry sense of humor. It's like the old goat kind of snickering away a little bit, you know. And the old goat really doesn't hold back any punches. You know, it's gonna say what it's thinking. It's just not gonna really bother to filter too much. But okay, so you're in the heart of the reading. So female Capricorns, this is you. Okay, male Capricorns, this is somebody that you know. This could be a Capricorn situation. This could be also an Aquarius that you know, that's a little bit cold. This could be your wife. This could be your girlfriend. To me, she is, whether you're a Capricorn female or you're Capricorn male, she is looking for truth and honesty and loyalty and trust. And she's not going to settle for less. And it's interesting because she's really tying up here with, she's really looking at the devil. Okay, it's interesting, the devil's looking away from her. She's looking at the devil. For her to look at the devil the way she is, she's like staring at the back of his head. Okay, and it's like, if looks could kill, you know what I mean? Like her look is like drilling a hole in his head, you know? And it's like, for her to be matched up with the devil, I mean, this is not, it's funny because the devil, to me, it can be a Capricorn male. I mean, that's like the definition. Capricorn male or Taurus male, Aries male. Doesn't have to be, though. Anything, you know, the bull, the Capricorn, the goat, the ram, anything with hooves. Could be also Sagittarius as well, because it's half man, half horse. So to me, this is like this isn't a face off, but this is like the to dance with the devil kind of thing. Okay. There's something intriguing about him, Capricorn, that you find fascinating, intriguing, interesting, but you see right through him. Like there is no any lies, any bullshit you see, And he's got everybody as he's like the puppeteer. He's like the puppet master, but he doesn't have you. He thinks he has you. He may even have somebody else. Chances are he's married or he has a girlfriend and that he has somebody else. This isn't you because you are staring right through him. You see through him. You are there's no bullshitting you at this point. There's no bullshit, okay? Even in the future, if he thinks he has you, he doesn't. Because I feel like you have a clear picture about who this person is. And chances are you already know, without me even starting, this is like the beginning of the reading, who this guy is. I feel like it's a guy, okay, that you're dealing with. Now, Capricorn males, okay, you could be dealing with an Aquarius female, and this could be you in the future with her or with somebody else, or there may be some cheating involved on her, and she's kind of like, tell me what's going on, why don't you tell me what's going on, and you don't want to. You want to keep it away from her in some way, but she knows. She has spies. This woman has spies. The Queen of Swords always has spies, okay? I always tell people not to mess with me because I have a lot of connections. I always tell people, and that's the Capricorn. That is totally the Capricorn. Capricorns have other people that will. They know how to work the system, and then they know how to get information, okay, out of others. So that's kind of, to me, it's very, very interesting. Now, the thing that I really don't like about this reading is that the outcome is the Seven of Swords. So for you to have the Seven of Swords and the Devil in the same reading is not good, and they're very close together, okay? In the positions, okay? The devil is the dude you're dealing with in the immediate future. And the outcome is the dude you're dealing with in the distant future. So mid-May, you're dealing with the devil. The end of May, early June, you're dealing with the liar, cheater, thief. These are, to me, this is the same person, okay? This is the same dude, okay? So in one position, you're married to him, and later down the line, there he goes cheating on you, okay? And in one situation, maybe he's your partner, and then later down the line, he's cheating on you. You may not be married, you may just be in a relationship with him of some sort. There's cheating going on. To me, he is cheating. He's going to be cheating on you if he hasn't already done so, okay? Now, for those of you who are single, for those of you who are who are not married, okay, by any means, and you're just dating, okay, or you might not even be dating, or maybe there may be somebody that you know that's like this. They may be blocking you. Their energy may be blocking you. You may be blocked from meeting someone new because of your association with this person, okay? It just could be that their energy is still around you in some way, and or there may be some temptation issues where you may be tempted by him in some way. He may be very intriguing and tempting to you, okay? But you see through him regardless, okay? And you know he's cheating, okay? So you may just be tempted to have a relationship with someone who's unavailable, Capricorn. That's kind of how it feels. There's some temptation to be with someone who's unavailable, and in May, okay? And it's interesting because you are really looking to the future. You are looking to the future. You are looking and looking. You have the Queen of Swords who is looking through the devil's head, okay? Like it's a piece of glass, okay? And then out the front door to the Three of Wands, who is also looking into the future as well, okay? So this is you kind of going, what's going to be my next step? What's going to be the next thing that I do? Where do I go from here? In relationships, it's coming to the end of your relationship, the road that you're on with this relationship, coming to the end. It's weird because in a way you're kind of blocked by indecision, even though you come to the end. Because if you really got off the roller coaster with this person, even if like you were stopped being tempted by this person, you wouldn't have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. You wouldn't have that. If you were able to make up your mind that you were like really done with this relationship or really done with this person, like as in it's over, like you drilled the hole in his brain and you're seeing through it and you don't care that there's a hole in it, okay? And you know, you're like, okay, you're out the window looking to the future. You would get the Empress. It would change the outcome. And the Empress is abundance. The Empress is creative, beautiful creative energy. Also one of the pregnancy cards. This is also the love card. This is also magic. This is, you know, you would have the Four of Wands, which is joy and happiness and really enjoying the summer, as well as the Empress, which is the summer fairy. So to me, they really go together. To me, you would have a happy ending. So you need to talk about endings, your association with this devil, dude, okay? So this is the joy, and this is the Empress together. It's a beautiful connection, like connected energy. To me, they're very similar. If I put them together like that, you can see the roses at the bottom and the butterflies. And you're like, well, that's great, Elizabeth. You're talking about roses and butterflies, and I'm dealing with the devil, right? So, this is the kind of thing where you need to figure out your escape plan. She needs to figure out a way to kind of go in a different direction. She needs to get her rope and climb down. She needs to walk back this way, go to the store, get some rope, come back, climb down with her backpack and her snack bars, and go and travel. And take the road less traveled, okay? You know, in a magical kingdom, a new road would happen if she stepped out in trust and stepped out and said, okay, I'm going to try something new. I'm going to go someplace else. I'm going to do something different. I feel like you are going to move on because I pulled an additional card. I feel like you are going to move on from this relationship. Okay, if you're in a relationship with this guy, I feel like it's a guy. Okay, for most of you guys, if you're, you know, Capricorn males, if you're cheating in any way, or if you're tempted in any way to cheat. To me, that's you. I hate to say it, but I feel like that's you. Capricorn guys, too. You need to figure out what you're going to do next. You need to stop. You need to break the cycle of cheating and being cheated on. It's very important. Some of you who are not actively cheating, okay? There is the case where the Seven of Swords can indicate somebody who knows somebody who's cheating, but also can indicate just hiding from the world, putting the mask on, not showing the world the real you, like maybe spending too much time inside, not going out, hiding away. It feels like very much like the devil. There's an aspect of hiding in here too. This is the hiding in the cave. You know, this is being stuck in the cave, stuck at home, you know, wherever the cave is for you. And this is like hiding sort of in a cave as well, or sort of hiding behind the cave, you know. There's an element of hiding. There's a lot of things that you, Capricorn, don't know, okay, about your partner. I feel like it's about your partner or about a guy in your life that maybe you like, okay? There's a lot of things you don't know. The main thing is it doesn't matter in a way what you don't know about him, what he's doing, how many hookers he slept with, etc., etc. The worst case scenario, you don't want to know, okay? You don't want to know what he's doing. Why? All you know is that he's up to no good, okay? And you need to move on. Because even if you found out all the gory details, it's not going to change the fact that you need to move on, right? So you do. So in the end, you are going to make the decision. I really like it when the Three of Wands is followed by the Ace of Swords. Because the Ace of Swords is the decision, okay? To me, in a way, you're blocked by indecision about not being sure where to go from here, how to get over this person. Maybe it's a question of how to get over this person. Or maybe it's a question of, you know, you're feeling like in life you may be feeling a little bit directionless. Kind of just like, okay, this path has come to this point. Where do I go? What do I do? And not really feeling like you have some of you may not even feel like you really want to come out of the cave. Some of you may not even feel like you really want to budge an inch or show the world who you really are. Some of you may just feel like hiding, you know, and it's easier that way, but you're not going to get anywhere. It's going to be so much better for you to move on, okay? That's basically what I'm telling you. And I feel like you are going to come to that decision anyways. You're going to naturally come to a decision of moving on, because the Ace of Swords is the decision. It is moving on. It is moving. It is, and I hate to say this because I hate moving and I detest moving. Some of you are going to be moving, okay? You got two of the moving cards here. What's crowning you? You have the Six of Swords, which is the freedom from worry, okay? To me, that and sleeping better at night, okay, which is awesome because everybody needs to sleep better at night. So, you know, make sure you watch your sleep schedule. But I feel like in general, that's a really great card. It's also moving away from negativity, okay? The negativity of the crows, the negativity of death, the negativity of the heartache, the negativity of pain, the negativity of the loss, all of that stuff, in a way you're moving on from. But you still have to deal with this devil dude. You're still dealing with this energy that may not even be a conscious energy. It may not even be where, you know, you may have had cords of attachment and stuff removed already, but it may be just this person their energy is still kind of on your mind somewhere, in that little recess of your mind, maybe back there somewhere. So let's talk about moving. Okay, let's talk about moving on. This is moving on with your life using the sword of truth, using your tongue, speaking some seriously strong words, using strong language, okay? Saying things in a very direct and strong way. Now, I know, Capricorn, that you can do this. I think Aquarius got this one as well. I'm not sure. Aquarius is another one that has a very sharp tongue, okay? It wouldn't surprise me, Capricorn, if you... But a Capricorn sometimes has a difficult time putting things into words. So you may need to write it out to get your thoughts out on paper, okay? And also, because Capricorns are very, like, they don't like showing the world their hand, okay? They don't like other people to really know the whole deal, okay? Which is interesting why you have the mask on. You know, there's the mask on in the end. So there's something about this devil person that there's some aspect to this devil person that you need to that recognizing within yourself, okay? Whether they're good, bad, or ugly, it doesn't matter, okay? It's you recognizing, okay, well, maybe they're a liar, and maybe there's something in you, Capricorn, that's not as authentic as it could be, okay? Or maybe there's something about them that's very tempting, and it's a temptation thing. Maybe they're tempted. Maybe you're tempted. And so this is also moving on with your life, using your sort of truth to cut away the weeds, cut people out of your life that are negative, okay? This is moving away from any kind of family issues as well. Family squabbles, petty issues, drama in the family, money issues. This is like, in a way, if you decide, you could, okay? Because right now, in a way, at the end of May, going into the end of May, you're going to come to a point of indecision, okay? And you could stay there, because Capricorns can stay there for 100 years, okay? And sit at the end and be like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Capricorn can call all of its family and all of its friends and be like, what do I do? What do I do? But at the end, Capricorn may not budge an inch, okay? If you make the decision to move on, okay, and do something different, whether it's moving or whether it's cutting the negativity out of your life in some way, whether it's speaking your truth to people, whatever those truths are, that is going to be the better way to go. Because if you make up your mind, you'll move away, okay? And then, or you'll move on. It's about moving on, okay? From this devil, liar to your thief dude who's no good, okay? And it'll be replaced by this Empress energy, which will be the outcome. So you'll move on. You'll have this Four of Wands in the position of your attitude, which is, sometimes it's new romance. It's also, it's just really good news. And then you'll have this, to me, it's like the beginning of an amazing summer. Really amazing summer. But I feel like you need to make your mind up that you're going to move on from this person, that it's over, that it's really, really done, that it's like something that you just aren't going to revisit, not even in your head. Don't even allow this person to like take up one thought in the space of your head at all. Now, in the distant past, I do want to talk about this. In the distant past, you got this card, which is the very volatile card, okay? This is a card about, having, this is 50-50 emotions. This could be where you went through a divorce or, you were contemplating going through a divorce, and the reason you're divorcing or breaking up potentially is because of the cheating and the lying and all the crazy things the devil's been doing. The devil in your life, that is. And, but some of you who aren't really dealing so much with this person, you're dealing with very extreme emotions. Extremes of anger, extremes of sadness. This is bottling and then popping, exploding at the last minute. It is important, Capricorn, for you to take enough time off to kind of recharge your batteries and to get your sleep, okay? It's very important that you do so. And to get your counseling. I mean, some of you are going to counseling, which is awesome, okay? Some of you need to go to counseling, okay? So this is in the recent past, maybe you were talking to someone. To me, this is the tree of knowledge. You can hardly see it. It's a shaggy bark hickory, right? His face. Hang on, let me see if I can get a good picture. His face right there. His face is there. He's a tree, and he's kind of hanging out, cross-legged, and he's talking to this little critter here. You're the critter, right? And, you may be talking to this tree person. It could have been me, because I have a lot of clients. Or it could have been, somebody else in your family, or it could be a friend or somebody that you talk to. And that's good. These are all positive things, okay? What worries me a little bit is this volatility about the emotions, extreme emotions going back and forth, because it's a foundation and it kind of colors the reading. I think that the reason that you have some volatility is because I feel like you're really unsettled. Like, for whatever reason, this indecision or the fact that you feel really unsettled or you feel like maybe you're not getting enough sleep, that's all like playing a role, a factor here in this reading, and I feel like in your life. Capricorns typically tend to overwork and underplay, so you need to overplay and underwork kind of thing, and don't feel guilty. Okay, you need to do it. It's important. And so the last two cards here, we're going to push on here. We got the Seven of Pentacles is what's crossing you. So it's sort of like, in the midst of all this craziness, you have this waiting card. And this is also, interestingly, I think this could come up for Aquarius as well. This is the card about, watching your diet, okay? Making sure that, you're eating enough vegetables in your diet. This is maybe some of you are really drastically changing your diet, okay? Maybe cutting out dairy. I feel like some of you are allergic to dairy, okay? And this may be an issue because you may be very much tempted. Capricorns are like foodies. They're like natural foodies, okay? To cheat, to kind of like eat like a whole cake, you know what I mean? Or something kind of crazy. Like that. Just be very careful of your blood sugar this month. I feel like that for some reason you may be having like some sweet cravings. I don't know why I'm getting this. It's weird, but you may be craving more fruit. You may be craving more cake. I'm getting cake and pie and donuts. Some of you are like powdered, donuts or like sugar. It's just the sugar. Like you're craving the sugar. Maybe it's why they're showing you the donuts. It's like the sugar on the donut. Some of you are doing really good. Maybe you've changed your diet and you're doing really, really good. So there are the two sides there to this card. But this is also about the harvest and waiting for things to be ready for you to harvest. And it's interesting because we have this Seven of Pentacles, which is, to me, I call it the harvest card. And then you also have, if you were to overcome and move away from this guy, or his energy, or just move away from this kind of troubling time, you have the Empress, which is the summer fairy, which is she is harvest. She's holding this basket that is the harvest. Okay, so maybe the harvest for you comes in the summertime, July, June or July. Maybe, it's a time where you kind of have to wait between now and then you have to wait between now and then for things to change, for things to shift, for you to kind of become unblocked, for you to become a little bit to be focused on the right things, Some of you, it's going to take another move. Some of you, it's going to take just moving on from the negativity. Maybe it's moving on from a relationship. Like I said, I hate to be told that I have to move. So it's not just that. I mean, some of you just may need to kind of get out of the mindset that you're in. It's a mindset. It's as simple as changing some of the things that you're thinking about. So watching your diet, getting enough sleep, waiting for the harvest, waiting for, and being patient, waiting for things to change for the better. Sometimes it's about like going out and getting it, To me, this is like changing. This is like you changing though, okay? So you switching, being like, okay, I don't know what to do here. I've come to the end of this path. What do I do? And you decide, okay, I'm going to take some action. Career-wise, it's switching careers or starting your own business. So this may be also another aspect of it. Some of you may be kind of stuck. You know, maybe you come to the end of what you feel like you want to do as far as career. Or maybe you may have some career challenges, or maybe just like, you know, where things kind of have come to like a point where you need to change something about your career, or you need to change something about what you're doing. Because you have these other cards, you have the liar, cheater, thief, the devil, and whatever. To me, it's about the devil. To me, it's about the liar, cheater, thief. To me, it's not so much about your career. Although, because you're a Capricorn, obviously, it could be. You may be focused on your career, and you may be kind of going, well, what's my next step? What's my next plan? What comes next? And you may not know because it hasn't been done before, you know? So you may need to look to see if you can find a mentor or somebody that may be able to help you kind of get that ball rolling, okay? And the last card you have here is, and this is in the position of emotions, it's interesting. And this is abundance. This is the card of abundance. This is the world is your oyster, okay? So never mind what's going to happen in the summertime. You have abundance now, just so you know, okay? So you have abundance now. It's all now. It's all in the now. And some of you have your own psychic ability. Some of you have your own mediumship skills. Some of you can channel. Some of you are good at like sending and receiving messages. To me, it's the same thing as being psychic. It's a kind of, you know, getting messages. To me, all these little birds are messengers. And the thing is, for this to be in the position of emotions, it's really good because that means, in a sense, you know, you're going to be moving into a time where you're feeling like you have it all. You know, happiness, wealth, family, love, abundance. This is what you want. You kind of want all those things. You want wealth, you want happiness, you want family, you want love. You want the abundance. To me, that's abundance, having all those things. So emotionally, that's what you're looking for. Emotionally, Capricorns are always looking for some kind of, in a way, some kind of stability, security. And that's what they work so hard for. So I feel like I said, if you work on making changes, specifically with your relationship, if you're not in a relationship or everything is good with your relationship, then you need to kind of work more about the direction you're taking in life, or the direction you're taking in your career, okay? And that's what the universe is saying you need to focus on. And if you make your mind up about where you're going, and there are no mistakes, I mean, you can't make mistakes, then the outcome is going to be really good, because then everything changes. Then this whole thing about hiding falls away. Then you become, to me, that's when you become the rock star. You know, that's when you become the, you know, Hall of Famer person. So that's when you climb the ladder. You know, that's when you move on from where you were at. That's when you gain spiritual enlightenment. You go to the next level. Okay. And some of you are going, yeah, next level, whatever. But it makes a difference, because if you're stuck in negativity, then you can't receive all that lovely abundance of what you want. So it's like what you want is in the position of emotions. That's what you want. That's what the abundance is. And if you stay stuck in this indecision, then you're not going to actually get to harvest it. You're not going to actually get to see it come to fruition. And to me, some of you are wanting children, you know, a child, pregnancy. To me, this is pregnancy, okay? I don't see, like, because I feel like you're blocked by this other energy, I don't see a new relationship coming in May. It may happen later, though, because unless it's immaculate conception, sex makes babies. So you got to find it some way. So anyways, Capricorn, I am going to pull one last card as like a final message for you. Because I feel like I'm a little bit of a broken record in this video. And I want to like make sure that I'm giving you like a divine message where, and I mean this is all divine, but like something where I feel like it's going to hit a lot of you. It's going to touch a lot of you. So I'm just going to shuffle. I'm going to pull one card. It's interesting. Okay, so we were just talking about how there's no guy. And unless you have a guy, well, I mean, like I said, there is artificial and there is our immaculate conception. We should get this guy. And this is someone who could be someone that you're thinking of, okay? Also, this can be a Capricorn and Aries or Taurus guy, but usually they have a lot of fire in their chart somewhere. A lot of Leo, a lot of Sagittarius, a lot of Aries. Can be also a Scorpio or a Cancer, okay? This is someone who kind of has a lion's heart. He's kind of younger, and he's kind of reckless. He could be an older guy. I mean, if you're an older female, this could be an older guy for you. But this is kind of someone who's craving adventure. He's kind of overconfident. He can get into conflict very easily because he just walks in the door and then like a fight breaks out. This can be a female. This could be you. This could be the Joan of Arc or Queen Elizabeth. You know, I think of you as a female, like a Capricorn females. This is you. The message is you need to believe in yourself. That's the divine message, okay? And you need to go slowly and watch where you're going, okay? And to, if this guy kind of tramples his way into your life, go slowly and be careful and cautious and find out if he is someone that you want to involve yourself with. If he's got a wandering eye, and you know he's got a wandering eye because maybe you found out from a friend that he is a player, or if he dates around, then this isn't the guy for you. Now, if you're single, the main thing is you need to, in a way, be the warrior. Be confident. To me, this is courage. This is going in and going to battle. You know what I'm saying? This is on a fiery lion. You know what I mean? This is you going out there. This is you having a lot of followers, too. Some of you may do kind of what I do and gaining a lot. You may be gaining a lot of followers, or you may just may gain some friends, new friends, or new friendship. Could be with a guy or with a girl. This could be a friendship with them. This is a very interesting character, I feel. And they're going so fast, they're really not paying attention to where they're placing their feet at all. And it's so weird because I just noticed that the image is like, he's really just like flying through the air. It's like he's jumping. It's like he's jumping off of this rock. I just noticed that. So, you know, when you're out driving, go slowly. Two of the other signs got some accident warnings. So I don't know whether it's the retrograde going on, probably is, or whether it's just your energy, and it's always good to be empowered with your energy. Just go very slowly and carefully and pay attention to where you're going, pay attention to who you're talking to, and be confident in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe that you're capable of doing it all. Capricorns are capable of doing so much. Do not underestimate yourself. Don't let anybody else underestimate you. And go get them. That's what I say. So those are my final thoughts for you guys. I send you big hugs, big kisses. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to message me. And if you'd like a private reading, feel free to email me. Again, ElizabethOlson31@gmail.com. And thank you so much, guys. Okay, take care.